So then after that, we get Slimelife Shawty. And Slimelife Shawty, Mr. Wooney Lee, also has broken the case in half. And by broken the case in half, I don't mean that, he solved anything. I'm saying he broke the case, meaning we're on a pretty much a 2-day pause up in the air hiatus right now because of about, just one series of going through and, about 20, how long was he going to stand? Like an hour, maybe less than an hour. Broke the whole system, right? So Wooney Lee gets up there, and this is the cold part about Wooney Lee, right? Wooney Lee was actually answering all the questions. He was actually very cooperative. He was not doing the whole, I don't remember nothing, and nobody was rock crew, and nobody was not. He wasn't doing none of that. He was answering everything. He was answering all the questions properly. He was giving the state everything they needed, from him anyway, not to solve any deep, but he was giving them what they needed. One of the main things was this right here. Let's look at this.
As you got older, were there members of Rock Crew who then became members of YSL?
Yes.
Who were those some of those individuals?
Everybody, because YSL music took off and rock crew music died, or just, I don't know, Boo got old, so I don't know.
So who were some of these people? You're saying everybody. So who's the everybody who was a part of the music?
Basically everybody from my neighborhood.
So everybody from your neighborhood was doing music?
There's a lot of people from doing music from my neighborhood though, but not everybody was doing music though. I'm just saying like everybody in the whole, all the people that were rapping or doing music or supported the music was on some YSL stuff now. Like it wasn't rapping Rock Crew or under that name.
Okay. So tell me some of the people that we're talking about.
Me, myself.
Okay.
My friends who I just told you about. Jeffrey. I can't think of everybody's name.
And what does YSL stand for?
Okay, we know what YSL stand for. He also gave all. Now, the reason I think this is very, very, very important, right? He's the first witness that's actually from the quote unquote crew or the gang or whatever you want to call it, that actually said, yes, we treated YSL, or I treated, and some of my homies, we treated YSL as a gang, and then we transitioned into music and we started making music. He said, I definitely was treating it like a gang at first. Another thing he said, he's the first one to say this. He's the first one to say that Thug was Rock Crew and transitioned to YSL. Everybody else that's from that neighborhood, everybody else that was part of this indictment and all that, they all been saying Thug wasn't Rock Crew. He wasn't from over there at first. He wasn't from there at all. He moved over there. This guy's the first one to say he was, and he transitioned. And actually, all of us transitioned. And this is what the state has been saying. They were Rock Crew at first, and then they switched over to become YSL. Everybody else was saying, nah, it wasn't that. There was some people that was Rock Crew, and they was older guys and all that. And then we started our own thing that was YSL. He said, no, it was everybody. We all did it. Now, unless y'all can remind me, but I don't remember anybody else. He's the first one that was like a co-defendant to say that. Right? So, I thought that was, I mean, it's not that, they're still probably about to get up out of there, but I do think that the stuff with Moonk, he did say Rock Crew was music, but he also said, we used to look at it like a gang at first. Like he was saying a lot of stuff that was kind of like what you trying to say for real. But the problem is, if you say both things, then you're really confirming what the state is saying. Because the state is saying they might have been doing music, but they was also doing this other thing. So saying that they was music and then also saying that we was on some gang stuff is not good for the defense. So I thought that was interesting, but I wouldn't, his plea deal didn't have a whole lot of crazy stuff in it, right? Yeah, Quindary Zachary said that the Rock Crew was like an R&B. They was making R&B music. So look, he's the first one to say like, nah, it was what y'all saying it was. Like it was that. That Moontoon thing really scared people straight, honestly, because like who's really trying? Well, I think the way that they broadcasted it, because Funk got 10 years. Yeah, Tick said Rock did music. He, DK said it was like Red Cartel was a music crew, it wasn't a gang, like all of that. So they have been saying it was music. But, let me go to another piece that I thought was interesting here. Now, here's the part that really broke everything in half. This is where things got crazy. Let me see where we at here. Now, this is the state saying like, hey, no, whoa, we didn't know he was gonna do this. Listen. Everybody hear that? The state told him we're gonna go to 37 NN, right? And this first thing he did when they say let's go to 37 NN is this. Loud paper. They know he's reading off the paper. He's moving all the papers around to go to 37 NN.
Is in 37 NN.
OG Boo.
And who is that?
Shannon.
All right. And can you read for the jury the caption?
Read his caption.
Yes.
Said ain't nothing more compatible than a trench. A carbon while in the trenches.
And then is there a hashtag?
Hashtag no slime left behind. Hashtag 2Bs. Life size.
Okay.
I want y'all to pay
And
attention.
is there another hashtag?
Oh, God.
Free Quay.
I like no bull. When he said free Quay, I started laughing so loud. Because I was actually looking at my screen. Because most of the time I'm not looking at the video. I'm just listening while I'm working or whatever. But I was looking at the screen for this, right? When he said free Quay, and I could see that wasn't on the screen that I was looking at, I started laughing so loud. Because I'm like, where did he get that from? I'm not realizing that the state then gave this man a paper with it on there. I didn't realize that. So I'm like, yo, did he? I'm thinking that he remembered the post from when Shannon first put it on the Instagram. That's what I thought. I thought he was remembering it. And then I'm like, she gave him the joint with the words on it, but she acted like he wasn't supposed to read that. I don't understand that at all. Now, I never thought he was reading the screen at all. I thought he remembered Free Quay from way back then. So I was shocked. So let me hear it again because I just thought it was funny.
Left behind. Hashtag 2Bs. Life size.
Okay. And is there another hashtag?
Free Quay.
Hold on. But here's the thing though, right? He kept stopping. He stopped. So, like, first of all, he stopped a bunch of times. He was stopping when he read the other post, when it was his song and all that. But right here, he kept stopping. She wasn't telling him like, yo, read this specific thing. She just telling him, yo, keep reading. Keep reading. She not, and then she like, yo, go to the hashtag. What is he supposed to read other than the hashtag that's right in front of him? She didn't use her pen and scratch it out. She talking about, yo, I didn't know because Miss Westmoreland just brought it up and all this. Like, come on. She like, I didn't know he was reading off the paper. If you didn't expect him to read off the paper, why in the world did you give him the paper? Y'all know how many cops they had up there and they told them, yo, use this pointer and look at the screen up here and tell us what you see. They are directing a lot of the cops to look at the screen and say what they see. Yet, somehow, they give this man the paper, ask him to read the exhibit, but then expect him to look at the screen. Who would do that? Who would turn around and look at the screen when they have the paper in front of them? Who would do that? I need to understand that. Right? So Free Quay gets said. Hilton acts like, Hilton acts like, he was even shocked that they was having him read Shannon Stillwell's post. He like, you want me to read his caption? She's like, yeah, read it.